What's up everybody, Emceemur here, and welcome back once again to another fantabulous controller review. And this controller seems to me, on the surface, so far, that this is a controller that no gamer can do without. Yeah, the N30 Pro 2 Bluetooth Gamepad from 8BitDo I don't know. It could be 8BitDo, but if you capitalize the D and separate those two with a hyphen, which you didn't, it could be 8BitDo. Let's just say 8BitDo. 8BitDo N30 Pro Bluetooth controller. I love the look of this thing. The ergonomics are there. Holding it in the hand, it is very reminiscent of the old dog bone controller on the top loader NES. Something just feels good about that. And of course the controls feel a lot like that in the D-pad. The select and start, it's definitely modeled after NES stylings. We do have the SNES button configuration, which works in some cases, not so much in others, but it's fine. Love these high quality thumbsticks here with the click down and the bounce back. The quality certainly feels like it's here. We want to sync this thing up. We want to use it on some things. We want to know that the quality's there, and we're going to find out all about that right now. Won't you take a look with me? So here you have it, the N30 Pro. This sucker is super nice looking. I hope it's super nice playing, and I'm thinking that it will be. We've got the instruction leaflet here. We're going to dig into that. I love that it has indicator lights on the side. This thing's really high speed looking. And then of course we have the charge / sync cable, whatever this is going to end up being. We're going to get this thing hooked up right now. Let's go ahead and plug in the cable here and get a little charge action going, just in case we need that right out of the box. We are going to hook it into the port here in the front. And oh my goodness, now I want you to look at that. You can see the color changing indicators on the left and right of the grips. So going to the controller screen from the home page, we change grip or order in order to pair this thing. Now, we're going to hit Start and Y and hold it to turn it on. Then we hit the pair button for 2 seconds. 1 1000, 2 1000. And look at that. Oh, well, how easy was that? So to start out, I get into some 8-bit NES action on the Switch, something really familiar. I mean, you'll remember that I had some luck with the 8BitDo N30 controller for the NES Classic. Side-by-side buttons like I like. Now this one is a little different in that they're offset like the SNES, but this controller is to cover a more wider array of gains for different systems. So interested to see how it handles on all different applications, but I gotta say I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm feeling. I mean, it's very accurate. Even on a Mario game, which, you know, Mario games, always my go-to for testing out a controller. If there's anything off about the controls, you're gonna know it in a Mario game, a game that calls for utmost precision. So, you know, playing it, it just feels fantastic. It feels balanced, good in the hand. Good responsiveness to the buttons. The D-pad feels very normal, very authentic. That's exactly what you want done. So good looks so far, but there's the matter of the thumbsticks. Wanted to see how they would do, so I popped in some Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I realized that the button layout on this controller probably is not optimal for the application, but it would be a good indicator of how well the thumbsticks handled. And they handled well. I was surprised how well. I was surprised at the ease of play and control, and I was really surprised at the rumble. Nobody told me anything about rumble. I didn't know this thing had that. I didn't know this controller was quite that sophisticated, but it had rumble, and that shocked me a little bit. So everything about it felt right. The controls were good. Smash, a game that also demands precision control. It had it. It felt right. Had the rumble. This controller checks all the boxes. Well, I gotta tell you, that is one sweet ride. I like this little dude, and I will continue to use it. We synced it with no problem. I mean, there was nothing to that. Fired right up, and it handles great. We tried it on some classic Nintendo, and you know, that's basically what I'm going to use this for, obviously, is some retro stuff, vintage stuff, you name it. But man, What a nice little controller. Again, feels like the dog bone on the old top loader. And obviously that's something that's very familiar. Button layout's fine, response is fine. Everything feels real and authentic about this. It's wireless. There's just nothing not to love. There just isn't. So I want to know what you think about what you saw here today. Do you have one of these? Do you know anybody that has one of these things? Are you going to get one of these things if you already use one of these things? What did you think about me using this thing? Did you enjoy what you saw here today? I want to know everything about it right here in the comment section of this video, because you know that I love getting a conversation going with you right here on the Emceemur Show about everything that we looked at. Something that we like to do a lot of right here, talking about stuff. I hope that you liked this video. I hope you're going to drop a like on this video if you have not already done so. I hope that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show. Be a part of Mer Nation. We're rising up all the fantastic things that we have going on right here on the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you are always the first to know when new content, new unboxings, new streams go live. You know that I love making them for you. Emceemur signing off for this episode, and I will see each and every one of you again next time.